Good afternoon, MOS, CE, ACE, PDP participants, nominators, and preschool operators. Welcome to this year's PDP Appointment Ceremony 2022. I'm Ishin.
I'm Liling.
And I'm Shruti. We will be your MCs for today.
This PDP Appointment Ceremony is to officiate and celebrate the appointment of our EC educators and leaders onto the program. This is the first time we are gathering all PDP participants to celebrate as one PDP fraternity.
Indeed, we are happy to see so many of you here with us virtually. Now let's begin the ceremony by checking in with our participants. Shall we, Shruti?
Sure, Liling. To our early childhood educators here, I know that you spend much of your time nurturing our young ones. However, it is also important for you to take care of yourselves. Today, let's find out through a quick poll, what type of self-care activities do most of you like to do? You should see some options popping up on your screen now.
Can everyone see the options on your screen? If you do, please share with us by clicking on the option that best resonates with you. So for your own well-being, do you like to work out, meet up with friends, indulge in good food, practice mindfulness activities, have sufficient sleep, or others?
For those who chose option F, others, do share with us what other self-care activities you like to do via the chat box. We would love to hear about them.
We know how challenging educators' jobs can be at times. So shouldn't our educators remember to take care of themselves?
Yes, self-care is important to not only prevent burnout, it also helps sustain the passion and purpose in the classroom so that our educators can be even more effective.
Indeed, Ishin, I agree with you. Happy teachers, happy children. It is certainly essential that our educators take time to look after their own mental and emotional health.
Liling, Suchi, I think most of our educators have finished polling. Shall we take a look at their responses now?
Sure. It seems that most of you have chosen an activity now, so we will end the poll. Alright, let's look at what most of you like to do for self-care. Oh, I see that most of you have chosen option E, have sufficient sleep. That is exactly the choice that I would have chosen for myself as well.
And I see that the second voted option is a tie between meeting up with friends and indulging in good food. I think these two activities will certainly re-energize us.
I also see other options in the chat box provided by our participants, such as shopping and reading a good book. All these are indeed really nice self-care activities. Thank you for sharing your responses with us, and we hope that you will continue to look after yourselves amidst your busy schedules.
Now, are you ready for the next segment? Type in PDP in the chat box if you are.
Wow, I see a lot of PDPs popping up in the chat box. Seems like everyone is ready.
Yes, if everyone is ready, next we will have the Minister of State for Ministry of Social and Family Development and Home Affairs, Ms. Tun Xueling, with us this afternoon. Good afternoon, MOS. We're honored to have you here today. We invite you to deliver the welcome address, please.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hi, MOS. We invite you to deliver the welcome address, please.
Thank you. Professional Development Program participants, nominators, preschool operators, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm delighted to join all of you at the Professional Development Program Virtual Appointment Ceremony 2022. Today's ceremony marks the appointment of our 7th batch of PDP participants. PDP Professional Development Program has been supporting the professional development and career aspirations of our early childhood educators since 2016. I'm pleased to witness your appointment into PDP today. The government is committed to every Singaporean child's good start in life, and that includes the provision of affordable, accessible, and quality early childhood education. This ensures that all children, regardless their starting points in life, has a good start in life. To achieve this, we are grateful to all our passionate educators who do your utmost best to nurture, guide, and care for our children. This is why developing EC, early childhood professionals, is a top priority for us. We want to provide you every support you need at every stage of your journey. Last year, we launched the refreshed skills framework for early childhood to set out enhanced career pathways and competencies for the different job roles in the sector. At MSF's Committee of Supply debate last year, we affirmed our commitment towards raising the quality of early childhood professionals and programs. Raising the quality of early childhood professionals and programs achieves two key objectives. Number one, ensuring our children receive early guidance and instruction which are helpful to their lifelong learning journey. And also the development of social and emotional competencies which will help them develop into happy and confident children who are able to tackle the challenges that the future may bring. The second objective is that this ensures that our early childhood educators have a rewarding career, both in terms of skills and competency development, as well as career and leadership development framework were launched to provide guidance to our educators and leaders in honing their skills and competencies. We also launched the Early Childhood Learning Communities, ECLC, to provide a platform for senior educators to share pedagogical knowledge and practices with one another as they become future pedagogical leaders. Going forward, PDP will be more closely aligned with these sectorial initiatives to provide educators with more developmental opportunities and also prepare them for each transition in their careers. In the past 6 years, ACTA has invested over $13 million on professional development program to support over 2,200 preschool educators and center leaders in enhancing their skills and competencies. Today, we celebrate the professional development program appointment of 456 educators, including some early childhood leaders. This brings our professional development program community to over 2,700 educators, of which about 650 have already graduated from the program. It is never easy juggling work and one's professional development at the same time. And that's why I'm heartened to see our PDP participants not only committed to the 3-year journey, but also intent on applying acquired skills and competencies to your work. I'm very pleased to share that almost half of the preschool educators who have completed PDP have taken up larger and more complex job roles by the end of the program. I'd like to mention Ms. Sharifa Nadia from PCF Sparkle Talks. She is one such educator. She took on the role of senior preschool educator in her final year of PDP. Sharifa appreciates how PDP has prepared her for the senior roles in her center and given her the confidence to mentor new educators and to lead sector-wide projects. With us today are also the nominators of our PDP participants. Thank you for supporting the continuous professional development of our educators and partnering ACTA in raising the quality of early childhood education in Singapore. As educationalist Dylan William once put it, every teacher needs to improve, not because they are not good enough, but because they can be even better. And I know that in the hearts of every one of our educators, we want to be better for our children so that they can become better individuals for the future. I'm confident that PDP will be a valuable program for preschools as our PDP participants sharpen their pedagogical and leadership skills to deliver even better learning outcomes. Again, congratulations to all PDP participants. I wish you a fulfilling journey ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, MOS, for your encouragement to all our 2022 PDP participants.
To all our participants, although we can't present your appointment certificates in person, we have prepared a special video to celebrate your official appointment onto PDP, and we hope you enjoy it.
So in this video montage, your name will appear by alphabetical order in each PDP track. So when you see yourself, your friends, or nominees, You can cheer them on and congratulate them by leaving messages in the chat box.
Presenting our newly appointed 2022 PDP participants. Now let's put our hands together to congratulate them.
Once again, our heartfelt congratulations to all our 2022 participants.
So other than the video, we have also mailed a specially prepared event kit to all participants before this ceremony. It contains your appointment certificate, a PDP lanyard, and some collaterals.
Yes, and here are the PDP lanyards. Each color represents a different PDP community. Our infant and early years educator will have received this purple lanyard, our preschool educators the green lanyard, and also the orange one for our leaders. Okay, we also invite all our participants to take out your lanyards for this segment.
Do hold it up on screen so we can see your lanyards.
Yes, and each one of them actually signifies our educators' passion for the children, and we have time to take a closer look at their lanyards later. So now let's invite MOS to join us once again for the virtual group photo taking. Also joining us is Mr. Tan Chi Wee, Chief Executive of EGDA. So to facilitate the virtual photo taking, we would like to invite all our participants to turn on your video camera and hold up your lanyards to the screen. Please also switch to landscape mode for best effect.
Now, get ready to put on your best smiles. When you see yourself on screen, it is an indication that your photograph will be taken, so do hold your smiles for our photographer to capture them.
So those on the first page, if you're ready, can you give us a wave to everyone? Say hello! Okay, I see that everyone has stand by your lanyard, so we will get ready to take the first group photo. In 3, 2, 1, smile!
Thank you so much. Can we have the next frame now? Can we have the next frame to put on your best smiles? Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile!
And everyone looking lovely. Hold out your lanyards. beside, and we're ready, so everyone smile.
Thank you so much. So for the next frame, can we get ready to pose? Smile!
Okay, the next group of you, if you see yourself, can you bring up your lanyards and give us your most lovely smile today? Ready, go!
Thank you. For the next frame, 1, 2, 3, say cheese!
Everyone looking very lovely today. Okay, bring out your lanyards for this group. Give us a smile and ready, go!
Thank you for your lovely smiles. So for the next frame, 1, 2, 3, smile!
Okay, have your lanyards ready for this group? And everyone show us your best pose. Smile!
Wow, I see the different shades of I see the different colors of the lanyards all on screen now. 1, 2, 3, smile!
Thank you all for waiting patiently for your turn. So this group, if you spot yourself, yes, bring up your lanyards and smile everyone. Looking good.
Okay, so for the next frame, 1, 2, 3, smile!
Okay, everyone have your lanyards ready? If you spot yourself, yes, smile.
Okay, so for the next frame, 1, 2, 3, say cheese!
Okay, and one more group. If you see yourself, I see that you have your lanyards ready, everyone. Well done. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile.
Wow, such lovely smiles. So for the next group, 1, 2, 3, say cheese!
Okay, on to the next group. Get ready. You're ready, ready, go. Smile. Okay, I think we're done with our last group photo. So thank you MOS, CE, and everyone for putting on your best smiles. All the group photos and recording of today's event will be made available to you after the ceremony. Thank you MOS also for joining us today. So as mentioned by MOS, our PDP fraternity has expanded to over 2,700 educators, with about 650 of them graduated from the program in the last few years. For the next segment, we have invited a few of our graduates and their nominators to share their PDP experience.
So firstly, joining us this afternoon are earliest educator Miss Joanne Lilaying and her centre principal Miss Tan Chu Jun from Little Schoolhouse. Joanne has been in the sector for over 20 years and had graduated from the PDP for infant and earliest educators last year. Hi Joanne, hi Miss Tan Chu Jun.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So Joanne, being in the sector for over 20 years, what do you think is one important trait to have as an earliest educator?
For me, I feel it's important for us to be patient, understanding, and calm when interacting with young children. They're so full of curiosity and eager to learn, touch, and do, so it's essential for us to give them unhurried time and attention.
Indeed. So how do you think has your PDP experience helped you grow professionally?
It was a fulfilling 3 years on PDP, where I had many opportunities to attend a wide variety of workshops and courses to harness new skills and competency. Furthermore, I participated in the Innovation Guidance Project, where I was able to improve my public speaking and presentation skill, which was one of my weak areas. I was also deeply inspired by educators from other organizations who share their innovative pedagogical ideas through peer sharing sessions. This encouraged me to constantly reflect and improve on current practices to engage our children more meaningfully.
Thank you, Joanne, for sharing your PDP experience. Now over to you, Chu Jin. How do you think the PDP has benefited Joanne and the centre as a whole?
Joanne, she loves taking on new challenges, and PDP has definitely motivated her to deepen her knowledge and stay relevant by incorporating new pedagogies. So with the new insights, Joanne mentors educators coming on board. She shares and guides the implementations of new initiatives with her peers, which raises the quality of our centre as a whole.
It's inspiring to hear how much Joanne has progressed, especially for our fellow educators starting on their PDP journey. Thank you so much for sharing, Joanne and Eugene.
Thank you.
So next, let's say hello to Miss Renita Tobana and her nominator, Miss Norain Binti Osman from My First School. Renita graduated from the PDP for Preschool Educators in 2020, and she's currently an Assistant Deputy Centre Lead. Hi Renita! So we understand that you actually made a mid-career switch to join the sector at the age of 30?
Yes, I graduated from NTU with a bachelor degree in engineering, and I worked as an engineer for 8 years before deciding that I want to pursue my passion to work with young children. And since then, I have never looked back.
So you have actually been in the sector for around 11 years now. What are some of your personal beliefs or insights on educating preschoolers?
I strongly believe in age-appropriate developmental practices, and that parent awareness on this is very important for the holistic development of the children. And with this in mind, I organize workshops and parental engagement activities to share with parents about developmental milestones and practices which they can utilize at home to maximize the learning of children beyond the classroom.
Indeed, home centre partnership is crucial for optimal child development. Could you also share about how has PDP played a role in your career progression?
Well, I used to be less confident about my capabilities, but PDP has provided me with opportunities to oversee centre-wide initiative and guiding other colleagues along the way, which boosted my confidence in taking up more senior roles.
Thank you, Unita, for your sharing. Now over to you, Miss Ayan. As Unita's supervisor, please tell us how she has progressed professionally since joining PDP.
Okay, for teacher Nita, right, as she takes on the PDPT, she was promoted to lead teacher. She was also my second in charge ever since. She is not only competent in her scope of work as a preschool educator, she also shares openly and shares her knowledge with others in the center. She brainstorms and discusses ideas with me with regards to our monthly meetings and facilitates meetings in the centers wherever possible. Also sharing that this year, she is also promoted to Assistant Deputy Center Leader to hold more responsibility not only in the classroom, but also the administration and logistic matters of the center. She is also given opportunities to work with parents, answering parents' queries as well as feedback. So I think that's a very good progression for her.
Well, it's really great to hear about Unita's progression from an assistant teacher to assistant deputy center lead today. Thank you, Ms. Ayan, for your support to Unita and her journey on PDP.
Thank you.
Thank you. So our final pair of graduate and nominator are Ms. Esther Arustandari and Ms. Jean Ong from MY World. Esther was from the inaugural batch of PDP for center leaders and graduated last year. Great to see you, Esther and Jean. Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so Esther, we know that you joined the sector after chancing upon a newspaper recruitment advertisement in 1994. Share with us, what made you stay in this sector for the past 28 years?
Okay, during my early EC training, I actually was greatly inspired by the lecturers I met along the way. They really kept me passionate about teaching, and I felt greatly rewarded that I played a key role in nurturing the young minds. Some of the lecturers I would really like to mention here are Ms. Pushpa Sivan, Dr. Koksit Yao, and Ms. Peggy Z. They really shared their life experiences. They were full of life and zest during the trainings.
Indeed, having inspiring role models in our career gives us mental stamina to press on. So as a principal for 22 years, what do you see as one of the most important parts of your work as a leader, and how has PDP supported you in that?
All right. As a principal, I strongly believe in providing my team with valuable learning and growth opportunities. Through the PDPL, I learned useful staff engagement strategies that allowed me to delegate tasks effectively based on each educator's strengths and learning areas. I also encourage my team to take ownership of their task by empowering and supporting them with the needed resources and training. This also ensures that our children's learning is always well supported by staff with the right aptitude and attitude.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. We would also like to hear from your nominator now as well. Hi Jean, could you tell us how you saw Esther grow?
Hi. During her 3 years on PDP, I observed that Esther had actively applied her learning takeaways to her work and became a more reflective leader. She chaired open discussions with her team and implemented many innovative ideas to cater to the needs of her center. So as a leader, Esther inspires, motivates, and supports not just her own center staff, but also to her fellow center principals to encourage them to be more innovative.
Thank you, Jean. It's heartening to hear you affirm Esther's leadership development. So before we end off, Esther, do you have any words of advice for fellow leaders starting on their new PDP journey?
Oh, sure. Always keeping an open mind and be willing to share your knowledge and experience with your team to inspire them to be future leaders.
Thank you, Esther, for the thoughtful advice, and Jean for your sharing today as well.
So thank you once again to all our graduates and nominators for sharing your experiences and insights. I'm sure it will be very helpful to our newly appointed participants gathered here today.
Now, to commemorate this official appointment, we have also prepared a special surprise segment for you. Unknown to you, we have been collecting notes of appreciation and encouragement from your nominators over the past months. So let's take a look at our appreciation wall. Wow, everyone, just take a look at this wall filled with so many colorful appreciation messages and also congratulation messages from our nominators. So I actually spot a lovely selfie in the middle of the page, highlighted in red, and it is from the team of Sweetlands Childcare Woodlands at Ace the Place. It says, "Heartfelt congratulations to you, Teacher Hazira. We wish you a fruitful journey ahead and we believe that you will achieve your goals. Being a wonderful teacher and committed team player, you can strive for the stars only by constantly working to bring the best out of your team and support one another." What a lovely message.
Yes, Ishin, that was such an encouraging message for Teacher Hazira. Now let's take a look at other photos and messages our nominators have posted on the wall. Wow, I see many congratulations and heartfelt messages on this wall, and it's so colorful.
Yes, I see a lot of people saying congratulations, well done, good job, bravo. And let's take a look at the next message, shall we?
And I see some of our educators actually made banners too, and it's the message highlighted in blue. It is for Chu Li Ling. And she shares the same name as me, Ishin. And it says, "To our dearest VP, Chu Li Ling, our heartiest congratulations to you on embarking on your new journey as a Vice Principal and doing PDPT. We have faith in you and we will always be behind you." Now type PDP in the chat box if this message has touched your heart. Well, I see the PDP, it starts to stream in on the chat box, and you can continue that while you view the other messages. I think we have one more message from our educators at MY World at Marceline Greenville, and it is highlighted in purple in the middle of your screens. And it says, "You are an awesome leader who is passionate in early education. Pleased and heartened to see you accomplishing great things. Heartfelt congratulations to you, Dorothy."
Thank you for posting all your warm and heartfelt messages. So we'll be sharing this Padlet link via the chat box and after the ceremony for you to look through the messages at your own time.
Now that we have heard from our nominators, I think it is time to hear from our 2022 participants. Could we invite all our participants to bring out your lanyards again for this segment?
So the PDP lanyard is for you to personalize with a message of what motivates you as an educator. We hope that by reflecting and penning down your initial motivations and inspirations, it will serve as a reminder on your purpose in embarking on this PDP journey.
For those who have yet to personalize your lanyards, we would like to invite you to put your finishing touches right now. You can use the writing materials found in the event kit to do so. And for those who are done with personalizing your lanyards, do hold it up and show us through your screens.
Yes, so while some of them are finishing up, how about we hear from some of our participants on what motivates them?
Wow, I see some of you beginning to hold up your lanyards on the screen. Let's see, I think first we can have Miss Farah to share about your lanyard. Hi Farah, can you introduce yourself and what you have joined on your lanyard?
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Farah from PCF Henderson Dawson, and my lanyard today stated my very personal quote which I really love. It says, "An educator takes a hand, opens a mind and touches a heart." So This quote was beautifully shared by my lecturer. And when we touch a hand, we provide a guidance, learning opportunities, and genuine care. And when we touch their mind, we help them to grow as a confident and creative individual. And when we touch their heart, we want them to grow as a caring individual. This quote resonates well with my passion as an early years educator, and especially now that I have found my new calling as an infant educator. So it has been 3 years working with infants, and I love making a difference through one child at a time. Thank you.
Thank you, Farah, for sharing your inspirations behind the lanyard and also for sharing the lovely quote. So next, let's see who else has also finished personalizing their lanyards. Shall we have Miss Eileen to share about your motivations as an educator?
Yeah,
Hello,
hi.
Eileen.
Hello, fellow EC educator. I'm a senior preschool educator from Noble Land Arts and Learning Place at Waterway. So my design over here was inspired by the drawings I've received over the years from the children. So every year I'll be sure to receive drawings of rainbows from my students, and their drawings have cheered me up and kept me going. So you see a heart shape over here, and that's my hand over here drawing the rainbows. So I believe that children's drawing is a reflection of the positivity they feel inside them. So these drawings remind me to be the one to paint a rainbow in their hearts and to make them help them grow their rainbow. And for those who have yet to have one, I hope to make a difference in their lives, and someday they will start to draw a rainbow too. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Eileen, for that heartwarming sharing. Ishin, I think we can have one last educator to share with us. Let's see, shall we have Miss Jasvinder to share about her beautifully drawn lanyard? Hi, Jasvinder.
Hi, I'm Jasmine, Centum Principal from Star Learners at CMA. So I have chosen to draw the weather to depict my leadership journey. Sunny days are when I find purpose in the things I do. I enjoy the interactions I have with children, parents, and fellow educators. These interactions energize me and help me grow in this leadership journey. But it is not always bright and sunny. So there are rainy days where I am also set back by challenges, but I am always encouraged and supported by my cluster principal to view things from different perspectives. Overcoming these difficult phases made me a stronger leader. Thank you.
I'm sure most of our educators can relate to your sharing, and that it is through these challenges that we emerge stronger and more resilient. Thank you for sharing all your motivations, and I hope it inspired all of you here as well. Now we are coming to the end of the ceremony, and it has been such an eventful afternoon celebrating the appointment of our 2022 PDP participants.
Indeed, it is wonderful and heartwarming for all of us to gather virtually to celebrate with our educators.
Before we end the event, we would like to thank MOS, CE, ACE, and preschool operators for joining us this afternoon. To all our educators and nominators, thank you for embarking on this professional development journey with us.
So before you leave, we would really appreciate it if you can help us complete a short survey for us to gather feedback on your experience today. You may scan the QR code shown on the screen later or access the link via the chat box. The survey will take about 2 minutes of your time, and we thank you for sharing your precious feedback.
To our PDPE participants, we will see you in a few minutes for our induction, where we will brief you on the program and address any questions that you may have. There will also be a quiz where you can stand to win attractive prizes. So PDPE participants, do stay with us and do not exit the Zoom meeting yet.
Once again,
Thank you for joining us today and have a good evening.